Okay, so today's session is about trying to make sure that the only thing that makes the pitch change is actually our vocal folds and how they lengthen and tighten and thin in order to move through the various registers in our voice. It's also about memorizing what certain intervals sound like. So you're going to be singing the interval of a major third. And a major third is the distance between do and mi, do, re, mi. It's called a major third because it's the distance between the first note and the third note of a major scale. That's do, re, mi, without singing the re in the middle. Do, mi. We want to be able to sing this interval while maintaining the maximally open pharynx in the back of our throat. So our jaw is down and back. Our tongue is in the front. Okay? Ah! And we're going to sing the sound E. Not E, not a tight pinchy E. E! That's the sound we're going to have. You're going to be an octave higher than me if you're a lady or a child. If you're a man, you can do it down in my octave. If I am too low, you wait till we've moved up a little tiny bit in range, and then you come in. Stop before it gets to be too high. You'll know if it's too high because you will no longer be able to sing the interval without feeling your larynx have to move, without feeling your tongue push down or pull up. And hopefully over time, what we're going to do is be able to go higher and higher and higher and lower and lower and lower without feeling any external activity on the larynx other than, as we get high, you might feel a gentle rocking forward and down of the larynx. What you will not feel is the larynx going up as you go higher and down as you go lower. So it's going to go like this. My larynx doesn't move. It's not E. And because of that, it stays exactly the same E as I slide through. Remember, ladies, you're up the octave. Well, men, you're and my face looks like nothing because I'm not trying hard. But I'm putting all of my intellect and consciousness into my vocal cords doing the thing I want them to do. I'm not thinking about the sound. I am not worrying about whether my voice cracks. I'm not doing any of that. The only two thoughts I have are breathe in, don't breathe out. So it's not, hey. I have to find a way to sing maintaining the breath pressure. That means my vocal cords have to close. That means I'm going to have a sensation of suspending the breath, not holding it like I'm grunting, but not he. None of that breath got turned into sound. Now we're going to be nearing the place where your voice needs to have that gentle rocking of the larynx. So what you're going to do is you're going to move from E to U in French, but without using your lips. And your larynx should ever so slightly drop as you go up because of the vowel change you're trying to make. E to U. Almost U in French, but without having the lips help. E All while maintaining the big open pharynx. We're not trying to shove, not trying to do that with your voice. So that's all the way up to a high F sharp. This would be through the break and passaggio of pretty much any voice. We've gone up to that would be nearing the very top of the passaggio for a tenor. An octave higher be nearing the top of the passaggio for a soprano. If you're a mezzo or an alto or a baritone or a bass, we already went way through and you should have stopped singing by now. You should then, on your own, bring them back down. And I'm now back to the place where I probably don't need to modify the vowel anymore. I can really think of E. If a baritone or a bass or an alto, you might need to keep thinking E for a couple more of these descending. Let your own sensation in your throat tell you what has to happen. If you can't keep the pharynx open and only use the vocal cords to slide up the pitch, then you need to be still modifying the vowel when you go up. If it feels like you can go E and keep exactly the same vowel shape, great. If you think you need to create more space, like I just did there, then that's what you do. But you absolutely cannot go E or E. You have to hold back the breath. You have to allow the vocal folds themselves to do all of the work of changing pitch inside a larynx which is not being constricted or manipulated. Get all the way back down to where you started, okay? For most of us, starting on either middle C or the octave below. There's no need for basses to start down there, right? You're either here if you're a bass or a tenor, or you're here if you're a soprano or an alto, okay? And you go up as high as you can and bring it back down. And that's the nature of this game. Do it on E, and when you're getting up to the top, E moving towards Z. E.